Non-stop, all day. Alarms, announcements. You can't tell me this is normal. I've been working out here for 15, 20 years, right on this stretch of 41. I could hear this. They do a test Wednesday. Every once in a while, there's something random. This shit is not normal. Y'all get ready.
Pay attention and listen, because there are nuclear bomb sirens going off in Laguna Beach, California. Look.
I think SoCal might be in some danger. I'm at my house in Laguna Beach right now, and there's full-on emergency, bomb warnings going off. What the fuck? I feel like we're in a futuristic movie, because you can't see speakers anywhere, and the whole city has this whole alarm system going off. All right, this is, I think, all of our signs that we might be in a worse place than we think right now, just in terms of war and everything.
The city of Laguna Beach emergency siren warning system. Had this been an actual emergency, you would receive additional instructions to evacuate more specific information about the emergency.
Now, it isn't a coincidence that those nuclear bomb sirens are going off right now in Laguna Beach, California, because the FBI already warned the people and police in California that there was going to be possible attacks from Iran. Now, those attacks can be drone or even nuclear attacks, but I believe that that is going to be a false flag that the United States is going to use as an excuse to send troops to Iran. Now, if you want to stay up to date with everything that is going on in the world, make sure to follow this account right now to stay up to date.
Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash, the bond of citadels of GMS. Also salutations to all the Akim out there that's pushing this truth, and also shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. I'm going to title this lesson, "This Will Become a Reality, the Day of Sounding the Alarm." Now, you heard the sirens on that video, or the couple videos that I put before this one. They was testing those sirens because they know in the future, all right, that nukes will be shot over here, all right? Rockets, nukes, ICBM missiles, whatever you want to call it, all right? Because they know we're in the midst of World War III, okay? And you already have Russian submarines, all right? There's been many accounts of Russian submarines being on the coast of America. And guess what? On those submarines is nuclear missiles, man. So like I was saying, this will become a reality. You will see missiles, ICBM missiles, shot on American soil, and it's going to wipe America off the map, as the Bible prophesied. So let's start off with Zephaniah 1:15. It says, "The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of cloudness and thick darkness," right? And that's what when those nukes are shot off, okay? That's what Zephaniah is describing. A day of the trumpet and alarmed against the fenced city. So you see, so even here, it speaks about what? The day of the alarm, right? Let's look up the word trumpet first, right? Say horn, ram's horn, right? And you blow the horn, when somebody is coming into your city, or when you have an event, right? Just like we blow the ram's horn for the Passover, okay? So the horn can be used for a warning too, or what? Or for an event, okay? Let's go to the word alarm, right? It says alarm, signal, sound of tempest, sound or blast of war, alarm, right? Alarm of war, war cry, battle cry, blast for march, shout of joy, right? So what? It's a warning, man, right? Hey, it's saying warning comes before destruction, right? So before them nukes hit America, guess what? There's gonna be a sound given. And hey, and you know what they're gonna tell you on your phone, on your TV? This is not a test. All right. So let's go back to Zephaniah. Look, and this is where the Lord wanted to play out, man. All right. It's ordained. Does it not tell you in Psalms 73? Yeah, we'll probably grab that. But let's finish this out. 13. The scripture speaks about the nuclear missiles being the Lord's arrows. All right. So those missiles, they're meant to come over here. They was built for the day of evil, you know, as the scriptures speak of. Those missiles were specifically built to destroy America. They tell you I created the smith that blew off the coal in the fire, the waster to destroy. All right. And I always said that they ain't just made missiles for nothing. Those missiles, they just wasn't made for made for any old damn thing, you know. Those missiles are what? Ordained. Which I think that was it today. Matter of fact, let's read 17. And I will bring distress upon man, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh shall be as dung. Neither shall silver nor gold shall deliver. Yet neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Yeah, because when those nukes is shooting, right? It's no kind of money, you know, anything you can offer that can, you know, get you out of this situation, unless you're what? Part of the elect. It says, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. And wasn't I just telling you, those missiles was ordained? They was built to destroy America. For he will make a speedy renience of all them that dwell in the land. So let's go to Psalms 17. No, Psalm 7. And you can find the script, you can find the nuclear missiles all throughout the scriptures, man. Most of the prophets seen it. Seen the nuclear missiles destroying America. It says, Psalm 17 and 13. He have also prepared for him the instrument of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. You see? So those arrows, or those nuclear missiles, those are the Lord's, man. That's why when you read in 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, it says, strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, showing you those missiles are being controlled by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And let's read a little bit more of this too. Let's read that over. It says, he have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. Right? Talking about Esau, he have made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. Right? If you look at all these different situations that's taking place, especially in the Middle East, man, this guy, he's in a ditch, man. He might as well start covering himself, you know, with the dirt, you know. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come upon his own face. Right? It's a saying. Well, it's a scripture too. You reap what you sow. They also have a saying out there where it says the energy that you put out there, all right, it shall return into you. So the same thing with the so-called white man. All right, because he been dropping nukes on every damn body, man. Now it's what? It's his turn, man. Okay. So let's go to 2nd Ezra. Oh man, I thought I had that up. Okay. 2nd Ezra 16. After that, we're going to jump to Habakkuk. And I'm just showing you, you know, these are the Lord's nuclear missiles. And they're meant to be shot, all right, on this place. But before you had it, guess what? You're going to have that sounding of the alarm, right? But look, the first alarm is what? The prophets, us. Because we've been telling you already, man. This is going to take place. That's going to take place. Now look. And reread to 2nd Ezra 16:13. It says, "For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow." You see? Now we know the right hand stands for what? Righteousness. All right. But also who? But also for what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. His arrows, you see, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to shoot in the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out until it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as a arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return. So you see, them plagues is not going to turn back. All right, the missiles are not going to turn back. Those nuclear missiles, they can't do a reverse. Okay. So let's grab this one last scripture. I think it's another. Hold on. Putting the word alarm real quick. All right, that's the one I was thinking of in Joel. Right, even in this chapter, right, it speaks about sounding an alarm, and it kind of, kind of resembles Joel. It kind of resembles Zephaniah, the first chapter, right? And in this chapter, it speaks about how those nukes are gonna invade this country. But anyways, we're gonna read it in the NLT in the book of Habakkuk 3:9. Habakkuk 3:9 NLT says, "You brandish your bow and your quiver of arrows." So you see, those are the Lord's arrows. "You split open the earth with flowing rivers. The mountains watched and trembled. Onward swept the raging waters. The mighty deep cried out, lifting its hands into submission. The sun and the moon stood still in the sky as your bright arrows flew and your glittering spear flashed." All right, he's talking about them nukes, man. "You marched across the land in anger and trampled the nations in your fury." Right? "And you went out to rescue your chosen people and to save your anointed ones, and you crushed the heads of the wicked and stripped their bones to the head to their toe." It says, "With his own weapons, you destroyed the chief of those who rushed." So yeah, because the Lord gave them the nuclear weapons, right? But with but really those are the Lord's weapons, okay? "With his own weapons, you destroyed the chief of those who rushed out like a whirlwind, thinking Israel would be an easy prey." All right. But with that, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders of GMS. Also salutations to all that came out there that's pushing this truth. Peace.